17 left.
Yep, that's ours. Don West flying it. Yep. Oh, I trust him.
Good. That windsock is just a little bit to the left there, so a little bit right aileron.
Yep.
We're leaving back pressure.
Tower 26 Juliet, midfield left traffic, requesting full stop, please.
Little bit of back pressure.
Tower 26 Juliet, runway 17 right, clear land.
17 right, clear land, 26 Juliet.
Good job. Nicely done.
And the VY is about 80 in this, 85?
Yeah, we can climb out about 80, 85. That'll be fine. And I'm going to turn your fuel pump off.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, Tower, now it's my turn. Confirming 17 right.
Helicopter 26 Juliet, affirmative, runway 17 right.
17 right, 26 Juliet.
After that first call, I don't blame you for double checking.
I'd had my coffee, I'd eat it, man. Hardly me too.
That's funny.
At about 3,000 feet, we'll clear left, clear right. Good. Make our right turn out. Oh yeah, the tail moves in this plane.
Oh, yeah. It's got a great big rudder back there compared to the size of the airplane.
Right, we'll pull.
If you think this one does, you ought to get in the Waco.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it needs it too. Yeah.
Alright, we're slowly creeping up on 3,500 here.
Yep, that or the guys that I have checked out in the Waco and the Texan have all said, God, I'm glad I was in the Citabria first.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because if they've just come through the extras, our guys that work at Sky Combat, and then I get them checked out in the Waco or the Texan, when they get through, they go, God, I'm glad we go into Citabria first. The extra, if we just went to the extra and then we tried this, we would be hurting ourselves.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's amazing stuff. Because the extra is so sensitive and light on the controls and stuff, it's way forgiving. This one's forgiving, but not so much as the extra. In fact, I know one guy that if somebody buys an extra as their initial tail wheel airplane, and they insist on getting their tail wheel endorsement in their extra instead of doing it in his decathlon, when he does their tail wheel endorsement, he limits them to flying extra aircraft.
Really?
It is a limited tail wheel endorsement, limited to extras only.
Wow.
Yep. Amazing stuff. You're not allowed to fly anything else that drags its tail except extras. So you don't have a real tail wheel endorsement. You got one that lets you solo this airplane.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild.
I'm not sure the FAA would buy off on that.
Probably not.
But the insurance company probably likes it.
That's true.
You know? Because there's really but there is the provision, CFI can put restrictions on anything he does.
Wow.
You know? So.
That's wild.
Pretty amazing. But yeah, he thinks it's just that much different. It's that much easier.
Have a good day. Taxi to the park, see you in a little bit. 26 Juliet.
King is 0 Bravo Sierra Ground. King is 0 Bravo Sierra. Clearance is available, and just to give you a heads up, the SID that you requested in your remarks isn't going to be available due to the aircraft type. There's a preferential route that comes out for King Air South. Advise ready copy. King Air 800 Bravo Sierra, clear to the Sierra Lima Romeo Airport via turn right, heading 180. Radar vectors to join the Boulder City 080 radial.
Well, it's a little bit warm behind the engine, but some of that, they hadn't quite got it fixed. It's better than before.
Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 250 2 minutes after departure. Las Vegas departure frequency is 118.4. Squawk 777.
Of course, I'm so rarely in the front seat of this, I don't notice.
That's right. I suppose you pretty much just taxi it from the front, and that's about it.
Pretty much.
From the hangar.
There's a lot of that. In fact, mostly when we're just moving it around in the airport, we're not even taxiing it. We're towing it with the golf cart.
Oh, I suppose.
You can expect your final flight altitude in 2 minutes, not 10. Rest to readback. Correct.
Yeah, very occasionally, we'll have somebody that we put in the back seat to go for
verify
an aerobatic ride or whatever.
Rain or obstruction avoidance.
All right, if you want to, we can go ahead to Gene 122.9 and start listening to them. And we can go to 4,000 if you want to.
Wonderful.
Yeah, what you find I do on these, what you're doing, Phil, is I let you get you comfortable.
Thank you, sir.
Because you know what you want to see. I mean, I can put you through some paces and stuff, but why? It may not be what you want to do to get. You may just want to get the feel of the airplane, and here it is. You know.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll go over the dry lake bed, and I'll just do some basic, just some turns, steep turns, that kind of thing.
Yeah, just feel how it feels, and then
we'll go to Gene, try some 3-pointers, and if I feel comfortable with those, we'll do some nose wheel, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Wheel landing.
Wheel landing.
Yeah, I was like, nose wheel landing. There's no nose wheel.
And what you'll find when you're doing the seaplane is you always do it in the 3-point attitude.
Okay.
But it won't be, well, yeah, it will be. It's a cut. As I tell people, the reason you got tails on the floats is to land on. So,
makes sense.
Yeah, but you'll see it's all 3-point because you don't try to fly it onto the water wheel landing it. The closest you get to one of those is a glassy water landing, but even that is not a 3-point landing, or not a wheel landing.
Yeah, from what I was reading, it's essentially just set up at a constant rate of descent less than 150 feet per minute, and then just wait.
Wait, and fly. It flies onto the water, and the moment it touches, everything comes back. Nice, steadily and firmly.
Interesting.
Yep. That, I'll tell you, glassy water operations, if it is truly glassy water, is the most dangerous thing you can do in a float plane.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
The second most dangerous thing you can do in a float plane is step taxiing, because there's more opportunity for things to go wrong really fast. And that's the problem. Of course, as I tell other people, and the third most dangerous thing you can do in a float plane is just to get in it. You'll have fun. That'll be good.
I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll get, 4 or 5 hours. That'll be great.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 4 miles west of Gene Dry Lake Bed, heading towards Gene Dry Lake Bed for maneuvering at 4,000 feet. Gene traffic.
I like it.
I've been...
Henderson, Vegas 3 over the brainwash, 7,000, descending right traffic, 17.
I've been really looking forward to heading back to Minnesota this year, see my family and go flying up there.
Very good, yeah, you'll have fun.
Oh, it's been too long. I usually go back around the winter, and usually I'm not too excited because it's the winter.
Yeah.
But it's been too long since I've been there, and one of the things I want to do is my mom, if my girlfriend can come, my girlfriend and I, we're going to grab a plane from Rochester.
Yeah.
And then we'll fly up to Duluth. And just kind of do a day trip, fly up there, take pictures along the way, go get lunch, walk around by Lake Michigan there, and then fly back.
Oh, yeah. But what time of year are you going up?
Probably January.
Yeah.
So it'll be my first true in the middle of winter flight.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not snowing, it'll be fine.
I'm ahead. I'm just across the Grand Wash, 68 right now.
And whatever FBO you rent the airplane from, obviously they're going to give you a check out.
Yeah.
And, just let them know you live in Vegas and winter ops are strange, and make sure they cover it really well.
We'll do.
South Vegas 2 to South End Grand Wash 475, descending to the water station. Have an average at site. We'll follow.
I saw one of those towed paragliders.
Yeah.
Out here the other day, and he was at 3,800 feet.
Oh. That seems,
just to let you know.
That seems low, by the way, for. Well, I guess a paraglider.
Yeah, because see, they towed him up that high.
Okay.
With the truck.
Oh, with the truck.
You know, because they use Mack trucks out here, semi trucks.
Really?
With big reels on them, and they tow them up because the dry lake bed's what, 2,500. So he was 1,300 feet in the air and going up. So I'm sure they get him up to 4,000, 4,500 around here.
All right, well, we'll keep our eyes open.
Yeah, so I always look to see dust on the lake bed and see if there's a truck attached to it and if there's something attached to the truck.
Seems like a pretty good reasoning.
Yeah, it's like, God.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505 over the dry lake bed, 4,000 feet maneuvering, Gene. A couple clearing turns, we'll try some steep bank turns, or try some non-steep bank turns maybe.
There you go.
Well, I get used to turning.
Figuring out what your feet are for, that'll work. Yep, I have to remember those.
Goodness gracious.
I just love it. Yeah, people were asking. Yeah, I told somebody I was looking at getting another Citabria, an 8 KCAB, a Super D.
Uh-huh.
And they go, why do you want another Citabria for? I go, you've never
flown a Citabria,
owned and flown one, have you? And they go, well, no. I go, you go fly a Citabria for about 5 hours, and you come back here and see if you want to ask me I
was adding up my logbook today. I think I've got 6 hours in it, and after this time it'll be 50 landings. But I mean, it's just such a fun plane.
Oh yeah,
definitely what I'm going to be shopping for when I get ready to buy mine.
Oh yeah, it's one of those. And of course, there is no perfect airplane. No. You actually need to own 3 or 4.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. I'll do a Citabria.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a like an RV9 for just, city to city.
Oh yeah. Sinister 1 taking off, runway 20 right, departing to the south.
Yeah, Sinister 1 taking off.
There you go.
Here's up, Vegas 2, entering Midfield right down 117.
Wow, out of Grand Canyon already.
Anyway, traffic 90 over the water tank, entering right traffic for runway 17 anyway.
Traffic,
Vegas 1, 2.5 miles left of water tank,
that's Chris. I had Karen doing a fake pout for me the other day. Karen Whelan, our chief of ops for Vegas 500. She's sitting there talking. She says, "Yeah, one of my passengers was saying you are the best. You are the cutest." Or what did she say? The cutest charter pilot I've ever seen. And I said, Karen, I will admit that you are, but understand, that's not saying much when you look around at who the rest of us look like. She goes, oh, thanks for that.
Oh, nice. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505 over the Gene Dry Lake bed, 4,000 maneuvering. Gene.
She was laughing. She knows how we are.
That's pretty good.
But she is the best looking ops officer for a 135 outfit I've ever seen.
That's true.
Not that that's saying a hell of a lot. Most of them look a lot like me.
48, come up on the ground one Swift, 7,000 feet descending for the water tank. We have the traffic low in front of us in sight. Take one over the water tank, right down with 1
I need to sign you up for a little acro course, and this is what I need to do.
One of these days.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. Every time I think about it, I end up chickening out.
Not a big deal, though.
Gonna be 90 is turning right base for 17 behind Vegas 1. Anyway.
Just do a 1 hour intro to aerobatics ride. We'll just do stuff like aileron roll and loop and part of a clover leaf, that kind of stuff. Of course, the biggest danger of that, you're apt to get hooked on it, so, you know.
Sir, you midfield. With traffic, Navigator 72 is on the 45 to downwind for 17 Canyon West.
Reacquainted without climbing here.
There you go.
West traffic here, 72 is turning downwind behind Vegas, for 17 anyway. Traffic, Sinister 1 is 4 miles south. Southbound about a quarter mile west of the freeway, climbing through 4500 with skydivers. Gene. Okay, West traffic, 1048. Coming to the water tank, will be entering right traffic for 17. Full stop, King West.
Come back around here, maybe do a little bit of slow flight.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we'll pull back throttle a bit. Try and set it, maybe 65-ish, that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
We'll aim for this big old honking mountain in front of us.
Yep, hard to miss.
1048 is right downwind, 17 full stop, King West.
I get tickled teaching people to navigate in the Anchorage Bowl. Had a guy look at me the other day and he says, I'm not real sure where I am. I says, go for something really big like Mount McKinley, Denali, right there, the biggest mountain on the continent. Oh yeah, I said, that'd be north of us.
Here, turning throttle.
And it's pitch for airspeed, power for altitude, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, or the other way, it doesn't matter. They're kind of they're kind of interconnected at this point.
True.
You know? And literally, that's the way I teach it. I teach it they're interconnected. You probably have to do a little bit of both to make it happen.
Do some gentle turns here.
There you go.
West traffic, 48 turn right there.
Your feet are remembering and everything.
They're getting there. I'm unfortunately staring more at the instruments than I should be, but...
That's all right. There's really not that many to look at, though.
It's true. The instrument, I'm just staring at the instrument coordinator.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a lot there to see. And you can feel it.
Yeah, certainly.
It's a good cross check.
Maybe a power off stall?
Sure.
Just kind of keep it here, pull the power back, and pull back on the...
Absolutely. Just kind of hold it at this attitude and see where it stalls.
Alrighty. And then when we stall, we'll release back pressure a little bit. So
there you go.
Throttle.
Okay, traffic, experimental 14 Golf Kilo, departing runway 20 right, right downwind departure.
That was it.
We're both there.
Sure, not a lot there, is it?
Nope. 4 miles south, half a mile west of the freeway, climbing through 4,800 feet.
Okay. Maybe go try a landing?
Sure, let's go do that. Alright, pattern altitude at Gene's 3,600 the last time I checked.
Sounds good.
Actually, it's 3632, but that's me tangled up in your report. 3632 last time I checked, really, but however accurate we can be.
And let me see here, the southbound is going to be 20 right, if I recall correctly?
Something like that.
Alrighty. Kind of come off the side there then.
Very good. And we'll check the American flag and see what way the wind's really blowing.
Excellent.
Yeah, I drove to Carson City and back the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, what's up there?
They've got a little place, there's a guy up there trying to start a 141 school.
Okay.
And he wanted some advice.
Okay. You looking for a change or just kind of helping somebody out?
Let's see how much they're willing to pay.
Good answer, good answer.
Yeah, let's see how this all works. Right now I'm giving him a little bit of free, pay attention to this, and this is a trap, and no, you can't do that. The FAA is going to say no, or the VA is going to say not yet, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
You know, things that people see on the surface, but they're not familiar enough with.
Yeah.
And here's what to watch when you're watching, you know. He was going, yeah, you know, this whole syllabi writing thing. I go, you don't have to write a syllabus. He says, well, I don't like Jepsons. I said, I don't either some ways, however. If you tell the FAA on your certificate that you're going to use the Jepson syllabus, you have automatically got your syllabus stamped. Boom. You're done with the syllabus for now. And then 6 months from now, if you want to change, you can write a new syllabus and get them to approve it. And that's a whole lot easier now that you're in business than it is to just get a brand new syllabus approved, because that requires research.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you could be operating on the Jepson syllabus. Oh yeah. That's, you know, do something like that. That will help you. Otherwise, it's going to be a year before you get going.
Yeah, that's true.
Do the automatic stuff and then change. And mostly the Jepson syllabus is okay, and you can change a couple of things in it and you'll still get an automatic stamp.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 5 miles north of the airfield, 3,700 feet transitioning west of the interstate. Gene traffic. No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of things you can get that are just automatic approvals. And then, you know, you do stuff like the Aero Club system uses the Jepson syllabus, and one of the changes that we give the FAA is, but on the private syllabus, ride number 10 is going to be ride number 8, 8 is going to be 9, and 9 is going to be 10. Because that allows us to put the stage check before the solo.
Makes sense.
Which the Jepson syllabus has it after the solo, which has always seemed a little weird to me.
Yeah, that seems odd.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't you know your pilot's capable before you send them out alone?
Yeah, you know, and it always helps to have that second opinion.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
I will never get used to the straight and level attitude of this plane.
Oh, it's really nose low, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, you soloed it, right?
This?
Yeah.
No, I can't yet. I'm not insurance checked out on it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think we were at that point, but we didn't go there.
Yeah.
Whenever you solo this airplane, you're going to find it slightly nose lower than it is right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Just a little, because my fat butt's not back.
Yeah, we were just about there, but
yeah,
didn't quite get it, so.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all based on time, as we know.
Yeah.
That's all right. You got to make money so you can buy airplanes and stuff. That does that good.
I'm guessing, though, at the end of our little refresher, I'll probably be solo ready in it, just because we've got today, next week I think I've signed up twice already, and I'll probably do one more.
Good.
Before,
oh yeah, just so you can be really comfortable with,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll kind of circle around and join 45 downwind.
Sure.
Actually, some traffic out here today.
Yeah, a little.
Huh.
Amazing. I'm just glad the president left town and we got our airspace back.
Oh my god, even the FAA was complaining.
Oh god, it's brutal.
They were saying they had to set up a temporary tower out here at G.
Oh yeah, it was
all the tour traffic.
It was an advisory tower. They did a cutout in the TFR so they wouldn't put people completely out of business for 4 days.
I saw this little right at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know, all of the strip, no telling how much money was lost on strip tours by Maverick. Because they didn't get to do any from about noon on Wednesday or on Sunday until whenever the heck the TFR was lifted on Wednesday.
That sucks.
You know, I mean, no telling how many. Well, I bet it was 1 million plus.
Probably.
Just, you know, incredible. I mean, I'll confess I'm not an Obama fan, but it's not his fault.
No.
It is the Secret Service and TSA's fault. The problem is he could understand the impact and look at those guys and go, really? Do I need this much? Really? Didn't it work quite well before we did this with a 3-mile bubble airborne and a 1-mile circle on the ground?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, do I need this? Does it really enhance, or are you just painting a bigger bullseye around me? All right.
I think we're going to start turning that way.
Oh, sure.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 5 west of the airfield. We'll be joining a 45-degree downwind, runway 20 right, touch and go, Gene traffic. Alright, so our landing speed, usually our glide is what, 65 on the way down?
Yeah, if you can use 70 to 75 will probably work for you. 65 on short finals, what you're going to, if you're looking at it, is what you'll see. I don't ever look at it. You know, somebody asked me, what speed does the Citabria land? I go, I don't have a clue.
Whenever we hit the ground.
I've never looked at it. I'm doing about 70, 75 on final, and then I'm outside the airplane doing what it takes to put it on the ground.
Makes sense.
Now, if you really, really, really want to do a short field landing in this airplane, I'm sure did I demo one of those?
Yeah, I think we're doing like 61 or something like that.
Yeah, we weren't going, you know, and it's miles an hour. It's going slow, and it doesn't take much of a rollout.
No, that was a quick landing.
Based on where you live and work, you don't ever really have to do that. I rarely actually have to use the skill. I practice it so I'll be ready when I need to.
Certainly.
Because of the other location I live.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, joining a 45-degree downwind for runway 20 right, Gene traffic.
Yeah, I was flying a J3 Cub off of a 2,600-foot runway at Fallon the other day.
Nice.
Of course, 4,000-foot elevation. But it doesn't take a J3 much to get off the ground.
I was wondering about those, because they have like, what, 30 horsepower?
Well, this one was an 85 horsepower one.
Okay.
But yeah, there ain't a lot of horsepower up front.
But even 85 isn't much.
Yeah, it doesn't need much, you know. Yeah, you see 65s and 85s a lot. Alrighty, the flag is just limp as the rag.
As can be.
Well, that's limp as a dish rag. I mean, I couldn't find it for a second.
Alrighty. Set up for about 85 here. A little bit further out.
That'll work.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, runway 20 right, touch and go, Gene traffic. Clear left, clear right.
Yep. Yeah, like I say, about if you'll think 70-ish on final right now, that'll help you out. They just have patience in the flare.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to sound like a girl. Somewhere or other I have snagged a fingernail. When the hell did that happen?
That sucks. It's just annoying, it hurts.
Yeah, well, this one don't hurt, it's just annoying.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just, I just noticed that thing. It caught on my pants. What the hell?
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, runway 20 right for touch and go. Gene traffic.
Obviously you're doing okay if I'm
Talking about your fingernails.
talking about a fingernail snag. Yes, sir. The Gene Intergalactic Spaceport. Here we are. You know this is where the aliens land, right?
Would not surprise me. It's Gene.
Well, yeah, because they can walk to the buffet at the Gold Strike. Hell, you can land in Area 51. I've been there. There ain't no buffet in Area 51. Of any quality. And for an airport restaurant, the buffet's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, you know. If you think of it as an airport restaurant. If you think of it as a casino buffet, it sucks.
And it's crap. Alright.
Good picture.
And I've made the runway pullback power. Level out a little bit. And just kind of hold it and keep it off the runway. A little rougher than I'd want, but we live.
Alright. I'll let you know when it's really rough. Nice takeoff. Nice, sir. Good job. Let's do nothing.
Alright. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, upwind, runway 20 right. We're making a right traffic, remaining within the pattern, touch and go, Gene traffic. Alright, about 500 feet AGL, clear left. Clear right. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning upwind to crosswind, Gene.
Yeah. Chris said they were working about 60 helicopters out of here, that 3.5 days, and about 30 fixed wing. All Caravan 1900 Twin Otter tours, and all of Maverick, Sundance, Papillon helicopters, all that crap going on. And said, the FAA was keeping track of airplanes. I hadn't asked him yet if they had any coyotes run across the runway, but boy, that would make everybody's head explode.
That sure would. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning crosswind to downwind, 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
Yeah. Everybody worked and played well together, though.
That's good.
Yeah. Alright, before landing check is complete, fuel pump is on, etc., all that other stuff.
Excellent.
It's so simple in this airplane.
It's just fuel pump pretty much, right?
Pretty much. You check, see if you got gas. We do. And, in fact, take a look at the gauge and see what it says.
Oh, we're still at about 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4 to a half. It don't burn much, especially the way we're running it.
Pull back to about 1700. Let it slow down and pitch for about 85-ish here. Actually, we're a little high, so I'll deal with that. There we go. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, 20 right, touch and go, Gene. Clear left, clear right.
I like it. What a nice day.
Oh my goodness, the wind's non-existent.
Perfect temperature.
Good weather to get back into flying.
Oh yeah.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, 20 right, touch and go, Gene. Maybe not quite yet.
But this thing lets you know right quick whether you need to or not. That's why it wouldn't hurt my feeling if all my private students learned in this.
That would be a great benefit. Honestly, like things like slow flight and steep turns are way easier.
Oh yeah,
in this than the 172.
Yeah. Well, and you understand what's going on with it too.
That's very true.
It's pretty self-critiquing. You're either doing it or not.
I'll pull back throttle. Level out. Gonna hold it here for a bit. Oh yeah, I'll take that one.
Every time.
Straighten it out first. Some power. Give it all the power maybe. There we go.
Always good.
There we go.
Yeah, on your takeoffs you can actually add just a little more back pressure.
Okay.
That way you won't get that little skip.
Okay.
Good, 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 good.
Thank you, sir. We'll do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. The heck. We're having fun today. What the heck?
Now the insurance doesn't let us put it. That's right. Doesn't let us put it down in a non-runway.
Right. We got to have runways.
Generate traffic, Citabria 68505, upwind for 20 right, currently turning upwind to crosswind. Gene traffic.
Yeah, that's one of those. You know, I got it. Understand. Because there's no real good non-paved runways around here, and that's fine.
But I was going to suggest there's a really nice road on top of a plateau over in Overton. But
yeah,
that's never used.
Yeah, if they would let us land there, and we could make that added to the, at least dual or something.
Yeah.
We could do something. I wish we had a place close that was a gravel or grass runway that I could do initial tail wheel endorsements on.
I hear they're pretty. If you call ahead over a triangle, they're pretty lenient. Yeah, you just got to call them. Let them know.
Yeah. But it's such a drive to get there. What I really need is a parallel runway at Henderson that's gravel.
That'd be nice. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505. Downwind, 20 right, forward, touch and go. Gene.
In Alaska, we've ruined more good runways by paving them.
That makes sense, though. I mean, up there,
it's should have heard the guys at Healy. Holy cow, they were threatening to sue the state when they paved the runway.
Really?
Because they didn't ask permission. I mean, it was a state-maintained runway, and they didn't even talk to the operators. The trucks just rolled up one day and they started paving the runway.
Oh my gosh.
These guys were raising hell.
I bet.
It was and with good reason, because they run 185s and beavers and stuff off of there all the time.
Man.
And they got crosswinds. Everybody's job got harder.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, 20 right for touch and go, Gene. Clear left, clear right. Ready. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
Gene traffic, be advised, skydiving will begin in 2 minutes, 4 miles south of Gene jump zone, about a quarter mile east of the highway. Use caution there for about the next 20 minutes, Gene traffic.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Indeed.
Now, based on him, in 4 minutes then, he's going to throw skydivers outside his airplane. And then he's going to run back to this runway as hard as he can, and he's probably going to land on runway 2.
You think?
Yeah, because it's calm wind.
That makes sense.
Now, depending on how high he is, he may come around to a tight base for 20. We'll just assume he's going to be Doing something.
Sounds good. We'll pay attention.
We'll pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep that stick back and you'll be alright. There you go. Good job, good job.
Thank you, sir. Couple more seconds of ground roll, and then a little bit more back pressure.
There you go.
And on the brakes to make the wheel stop shaking.
Yeah. Unless you like it.
Good old butt massage. That's what
Right. Feels like my Explorer at certain speed.
Do a couple more of these, and we'll try a wheel landing, perhaps.
Sure, sounds good. Yep, you're doing fine. You can tell because I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Dude, I say stuff when you are doing fine sometimes.
Gene, area traffic, Citabria 68505, upwind, 20 right, turning upwind to crosswind, Gene.
Yeah, when I was up in Carson City yesterday, I walked across the ramp, talked to Dennis Buin, you know, the guy that had our yellow Texan.
Yeah.
The owner of that. And he was, walked in the hangar, and Tammy, his wife is up on a, you know, they know me really well. His wife was up on a ladder polishing up the red 43 Midnight Miss, who he just came in second in the air races in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh, and it, you know, by less than an airplane length or two.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's that close when they're racing. So, you know, he set me in that airplane. Look how I got this thing set up, you know, for racing. That kind of, it's just hilarious. But
Gene, area traffic, Citabria 68505, downwind, 20 right, Gene.
he's going to be at the AOPA summit. They're going to land down there and taxi it to the convention center. That's what they do with their airplanes down there.
Wow.
Yeah, they rope off the roads, block off the roads, and they taxi the airplanes to the convention center.
That's crazy.
So that'll be good. He'll have a good time with that. AOPA is picking up all of his expenses.
Clear left, clear right. Gene, area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, runway 20 right, Gene.
City has skydivers in the air over the Gene drop zone. Please avoid the area, all Gene traffic.
Gene, area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, runway 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
And I'll tell you, at this point, honestly, I'm not looking at the airspeed indicator anymore. I'm going purely on feel and picture.
Makes sense. End up peaking a little bit to see where I'm at.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, Gene traffic, Sim City has skydivers in the air over the Gene drop zone. Please avoid the area, all Gene traffic.
A little early. Get it straight back out.
That's all right.
There we go. deal with that. That's not too bad.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Put it down just right in front of the numbers too. That was fine, you know.
Stream 1 to runway 20 right, straight out. Southbound. Citabria inside.
Good for him.
Excellent.
Yeah, we can probably turn crosswind early and get out of his way, but it'll be a minute or two before he gets here.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505. Turning upwind to crosswind, runway 20 right. We'll be rejoining traffic pattern. Forward touch and goes, Gene.
Now the greatest part about that landing was it was really nice, 3-point right in front of a professional pilot.
That's good.
4 miles to the southwest.
Who may or may not have a tail wheel endorsement.
Coming in on the 45 for right downwind to runway 20 right, Gene.
Alright, so he's going to enter a high right downwind 20 right.
You see him anywhere?
Let's go ahead and turn, tell him we're turning back.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning crosswind to downwind, runway 20 right, Gene.
That'll help him find us.
Gene traffic, Sinister 2, about 2 mile 45 for right downwind to runway 20 right, looking for the Citabria, Gene traffic.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, currently midfield downwind 20 right, Gene.
Sinister, so extremes off your right, contact.
I got you, buddy.
Gene traffic 2, about to enter right downwind for runway 20 right, Gene traffic. Gene traffic, Sinister 1, entering a direct high downwind 20 right, right on traffic, Gene.
We'll switch over to 20 left, so he can...
You got me in. Oh, I see you. Alright, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, tell him we'll go to 20 left.
For 20 right.
Once I lit up my Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base. We'll switch over to 20 left, so you guys can have 20 right for now. Gene traffic.
Hey, feel free to cut inside me and get it on the runway, bud. You're getting paid to do this. Save your boss that extra 1/10 of a gallon.
We'll do one more.
Yeah.
3-pointer.
Sure.
I'm far more comfortable with those, especially on a short runway.
Oh yeah.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final for runway 20 left. Touch and go, Gene traffic.
Gene traffic, be advised, additional skydiving team drops in 10 minutes. Use caution, Gene. Gene traffic, Central 1, turn base 20 right, Gene. Gene traffic, Sinister 2, extended right base for 20 right, landing number 2, Gene. Sinister 1, final 20 right, got the traffic inside.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, short final 20 left. We'll make left traffic, stay to your guys' way. Gene.
Yeah,
That probably won't be back up for about 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Roger.
just keep making right.
Sounds good.
They're both just coming in and popping them out.
There they are.
Yeah, there's the first one.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
One of these days I'll master landing this airplane.
Yeah, let me know when you do. Then I'll let you teach me.
Okay. Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, upwind, runway 20 left. We'll be making right traffic back to runway 20 right. Gene traffic.
Nicely done. Good.
Alrighty. Clear left. Landing number 5, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Clear left, clear right. Generate traffic, Citabria 68505. Turning upwind to crosswind. We'll be making right pattern for runway 20 right, touch and go, team. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning crosswind to downwind, 20 right, touch and go, team.
Clear of 20 right, Gene.
Alright, so for a wheel landing, we're going to come a little bit faster. We're going to stay a little bit flatter. Just a little bit of flaring, try and keep the wheels off the ground. Should touch down when we touch down, move the stick forward slowly. And then in this case, because we're doing touch and go, we apply power, and then just kind of take off again?
Absolutely, because what you're trying to do is when you get over the numbers, you want to transition to the takeoff attitude, that level attitude, and just gently feel for the runway.
Just kind of hold it there a little bit.
Yeah, just like you described. And when you touch the runway, the stick comes forward.
Okay.
And I've told you the technique where I trim for takeoff on short final. That way I don't have to push the stick forward. I just release the back pressure I'm having to hold.
Makes sense.
And it just moves up on its own. That's a technique.
I think it's actually stated the whole time.
Yeah, however you like to do it. And I'll tell you, I'm to the point now with wheel landings, if I'm in a new tail wheel airplane, I will wheel land it before I'll 3-point it.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
And then like in the Waco, we always wheel land that. You can't see when you try to 3-point it. I mean, you can't see when you wheel land it.
Interesting.
You can absolutely not see when you 3-point it.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
Whenever I get in Texan, if I hadn't been in there in a day or two, over a week, that first one's going to be a wheel landing.
Interesting.
Just so I got to, because you get to where you appreciate wheel landings more than you do 3-points on some of these things because you can feel the airplane.
Makes sense.
And it gives you a quicker escape if things go wrong at first.
Yeah, because you're already pretty much at flying speed.
You're pretty much there. You can add power and go.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
Yeah, it's interesting how your tail wheel philosophy changes and develops over time.
Sounds like it.
And then it gets to be, what airplane am I flying? This is what I do in this airplane most. Yeah, like the Waco. The Waco, we do wheel landings. Alls, I do 3-points.
Huh.
Because I'm lazy and it's easier. Yeah, you probably want, like I say, about 5 miles an hour faster-ish.
Okay.
And what you're really after is the picture on short final. Because if you're too flared out, it's hard to transition to the wheel.
Yeah.
And this is a good picture. And you tend to land with a little power on wheel landings for a while at first. Alright, good.
They keep coming down.
Just feel for it nice and easy. You know it's there somewhere. Nice. There you are.
Like that. Stick forward, a little bit of rudder.
There we go.
Playing with the rudder a bit.
You're very sensitive on the rudders. And we add power and we go fly.
Alright. That's better. Okay.
Good job, good job.
Thank you.
That was all you, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, good. I was going to ask.
I knew you would. That's why I told you.
That's one of the things that I was looking at in my videos. Like, okay, I know Ron helped me here for a bit, but I wonder what I would have done if I had it all myself.
Yeah. But that's the only reason I help you is so you don't get too close to outside parameters.
Absolutely.
But that one right there, that was all you.
All right.
Yeah. I hadn't done anything yet except sit here and BS.
Oh, thanks. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, upwind, runway 20 right, we'll be turning upwind to crosswind to rejoin pattern for more touch and go. Gene traffic. Apparently I'm working on becoming a DJ.
There you go. Oh, I taught a DJ how to fly.
Really?
It was a hoot.
I bet it was pretty amusing.
It was in Austin, Texas. But literally, he would start bobbing his head and his shoulders up and down before a radio call because he was getting pumped up to do it. Oh. And then when he keyed the mic, he would do it in his DJ voice. After about, oh yeah, and I mean the whole thing, you know, as if he had echo in the background and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And I, after about the third one, I said, Bob, I know you're on a radio, but it's not the radio. It is an airplane radio. Nobody's listening but these guys that care what you're doing. You're not trying to sell records or refrigerators.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning crosswind to downwind, 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
I got him to where he was willing to talk normal on an airplane radio.
That's funny.
It took a while.
You'd expect some sort of theme song like Citabria 68505.
Oh yeah, that stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious. I mean, it would be Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, turning right. And I'm going, oh my God.
That's too funny.
Come on, Robert, don't be doing that stuff.
And it's just above half a tank now, so we're still looking pretty darn good.
I like it.
Fuel pump still on?
Yep.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, runway 20 right, touch and go, Gene.
Wow. I like it.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, 20 right, touch and go, Gene. This is actually what I was going for, a little bit higher so I can have a little bit more nose down.
There you go.
Carry a little bit more speed.
Yep. Yeah, next week one day, if we have a empty pattern kind of like this, work on some engine out stuff.
Cool.
And I'll let you transition on the engine out from 3 points to wheels.
Okay, okay.
You know, either one of those, because you can do an engine out wheel landing.
Huh.
It just requires energy management, that's all.
Makes sense. Alrighty. Right about where I feel we should be. Gonna hold it off the runway for a bit. Holding it off the runway, feeling for it.
There you go. That's okay. Just put it up on the mains.
Alrighty.
You're there.
There we go.
Yeah. That was called a tail low wheel landing. Is what that was.
Ask that. Perfect.
Gene traffic, be advised 3 kind of beats over in the G tops and this time use caution.
That's how you land a DC-3 all the time.
Okay.
Tail low wheel landings.
Because you can't land those on 3-pointers, can you?
Well, if you do, you better be absolutely perfect, or it breaks in half at the cargo door. If you got a load.
Goodness.
Yep. Yeah. If you got a load at all, it breaks in half at the cargo door. As opposed to a C-46, the big one. You can land those 3-point all the time. They're tough as nails. They can haul the weight of a DC-3.
Whoa.
That's how big they are when you put one right next to each other.
Crazy. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning upwind to crosswind, runway 20 right, Gene.
Citabria, you have a pack just over the highway downwind. Should be real close.
Roger, we'll keep our eyes out for that. 68505.
Sure, downwind 20 right, I'm getting
Okay, good. He said he's over the highway downwind, which is behind us.
Okay. January traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to, turning crosswind at downwind, runway 20 right, Gene.
I'll fade it up to you guys.
Alright, good. He said he's going to tighten it up for us. Alright.
Oh, there he is. We have visual on you, 68505.
Thank you.
Good job. Yeah, see, they come in a really high downwind.
They really do, holy cow.
Yeah, see, they're just coming out of the sky with everything they can stuck out in the wind to get them. So watch what he does here, because he is trying to save as much time airborne as possible, because it saves the boss money.
Wow.
And he gets back here quicker to haul another load of skydivers.
Airstream 1 base, turning short, final 20 right, Gene.
Look at that dude.
Oh, yeah. He's done this before.
A few times today, even, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing what you can do with your airplane once you get used to the airplane. And, you know, to see the pictures and stuff.
That's wild.
See, now he's just nice and slowed down, got everything stuck in the wind, going to land it on the numbers, make the first turn off.
That's crazy. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning downwind to base, 20 right, touch and go, Gene. Left, right. Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, turning base to final, 20 right, Gene. And I do not see him on the runway.
Yep, he already made the first turn off.
He's probably parked and taking that by now.
Oh, yeah, he's literally parked over, he's in front of the terminal over there.
Jeez.
He's ready to pick up his next load.
A bit better. Roll wheel landing, I think.
Yeah, looks good.
The last one I feel like came in a little bit slow, hence the tail low.
Yep, absolutely. But you figured it out.
Right at about 8-ish, 85-ish.
And right in here is about where the transition is.
Okay, so right to the takeoff attitude, right about there.
Yeah, just kind of ease the power back a little, not a lot. There you are. Just keep it on the wheels. And the deal is be ready when you feel those wheels touch for the stick to come forward. Don't wait. Just do it.
That's my big fear, I guess. If I put it forward too fast, I'll plow the nose
Well,
in the
you
ground.
you don't have to put it forward fast. You just need to be moving it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time we got back there?
We've flown a 1.2 so far.
So it's probably about
Well, that was your ninth one. So
about 9:30ish.
Yeah, that was your eighth one. It's 9:20.
Okay. Oh, let's head to the west here a little bit.
Okay. Sounds good.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, currently upwind of 20 right. We're making a left turn out and a westbound departure. Gene.
Good deal.
We'll go on a little exploration flight here.
Sure. Heck yeah.
Wow, this plane's loud with all your headset on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you take your headset off, it gets pretty loud in this thing.
Scene area traffic, Citabria 68505, making a left crosswind departure off runway 20 right. Gene traffic.
I got tickled at my wife when I took her flying in the Texan. I told her up front, I said, these things are loud. She says, I got it. So, you know, we took off, we did her stuff. Airborne, she lifted one ear cup and put it down. She said, tell me that the guys in World War II had headsets. I said, they did. They had they had helmets and headsets.
Oh, okay.
On those airplanes. Throat mics, but they had helmets and headsets.
Wow.
I said, yes, they did. She says, I don't know how you could fly one of these without one. I said, well, earplugs.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's louder than this thing is inside.
Man.
Hell, it's loud with headsets on. Well, I like it. Alright, after takeoff checklist complete, fuel pumps off.
Cool. Everything's still in the green.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I like these little airplanes. I'm getting to where I've always been a Lycoming engine fan. They do a great job. You know, Continentals are okay. Lycomings I like a little better just because I do.
Sure.
I'm also becoming a radial engine Pratt & Whitney fan.
Really? Because you like changing more oil than fuel?
Well, you know, they run. It's just amazing. The guys that fly the extras are just always amazed because when the Texan was here and they like radial engines. The Waco has a Jacobs in it, which is okay too. Yeah, it flies fine. But they are impressed because it doesn't matter whether you turn those things back to back or they hadn't started in a week. If you follow the checklist, it starts first time, every time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They just go, unbelievable. And then it keeps running. All you gotta do is not abuse the engine. Just treat it like a radial and it works great.
And we are outside of the Class Bravo airspace here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Area 5.5 to the west at 5.6 westbound.
Gene area traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 5 to the east of the airfield, eastbound, climbing through 4,800, Gene.
Yep, we're close to the 8,000 foot floor, but we're okay. And as we get over the lake bed, once we get north of the lake bed, we're at the 6,000 foot floor.
All right. We just need enough height to clear these mountains.
Yeah, you got plenty. No problem.
In fact, I'd be willing to bet we're probably safe right about here.
Yeah.
That's why it's the weirdest. That's the other big weird thing in planes for me, doing cross-country trips and like going over mountains. It's like, I know I'll make this.
Yeah.
My altimeter tells me I'll make this, but it looks like I'm going to careen right to the side.
My God, they look low. They look close.
And then of course you get there and you're like 4,000 feet over it.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I need to sign you up for a little aerobatic course and a little low level so that we can run through some mountains over here and do a little bit of low level training for you, show you how you can do some ridge crossings and that kind of thing.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this is why I got into flying, was to do like tail wheel, backcountry, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason I got into flying. I want to buy, at this point I want to buy a Citabria.
Yeah.
And just put some big old fatty wheels on it and go camping somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. A Citabria or a Cub. If you're going to put big fat wheels on it, Citabrias are great, Huskies are great, Cubs are great. You may even look at Taylor Craft if you want to do a side-by-side seating thing.
I really like tandem.
Yeah.
But I think the main reason that I go Citabria, besides the fact that it's an awesome plane, is because I can have all my insurance required hours done before I get my plane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that they might do is, okay, if you don't get an ECA and you get a GCBC, they may say, yeah, we want 4 or 5 hours with an instructor in the airplane.
Yeah.
You know, okay, fine, great, but probably not. They're pretty reasonable.
But no, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that really interests me, kind of like cruising along right above rivers and
Oh yeah.
the ridges like you were saying, that'd be great.
Yeah, and that's why you'll like seaplanes, because that's one of the reasons we got into flying, is the freedom of the thing.
Yeah.
And while in this part of the country you don't really get to enjoy that, because let's face it, where we're going to go, Lake Havasu, Lake Mojave, and
Lake Mead, that's about it.
and you're restricted there. The part of the world I live in, oh my goodness.
Just everywhere, huh?
Yeah, as long as they're thawed, you can pretty much go there. There's a few that you don't go to for practical common sense reason, and there's a couple that are restricted by the Park Service.
Okay.
But other than that, not a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like the dream.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I wouldn't mind moving back to Minnesota in a few years, another, maybe 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And if I did that, honestly, like an amphib would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. And if you get an amphib, I will give you the lecture before you do that, so that'll be okay.
Are you anti-amphib?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I just give you the lecture. That's all. You just added another layer of vulnerability when you do that. That's all. And you need to understand that. And so you need to have some mental rules that you will always do.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Makes sense.
It changes the way you look at other airplanes too, by the way.
Interesting.
I have guys that, and they got their complex endorsement, so they wear, they fly floppy gear airplanes, Arrows, 172 RGs, that kind of stuff. When I get them in amphibs, they thought they were paranoid about their gear till I get them in an amphib, and my gosh, they say that I'll wake up at 2 in the morning thinking about where the gear is.
I believe it.
Yep, that's good. Because it can be wrong in an amphib either direction.
Oh, goodness.
If you land on the water with it down, that's bad.
Yeah.
If you land on the ground with it up,
that's
not good. Not as bad as landing with it down on the water, though.
Oh, yeah, I was reading, I guess, you can land on floats on land. It's not, not the worst thing in the world.
No, but if you land with the gear down in a float plane on the water, you will be upside down 1.5 seconds from the time you touch the water.
My goodness.
You cannot react quick enough to make it not happen. It's amazing.
Boulder traffic is 120.6?
122.7.
122.7, all right.
Yeah. And let me see, the Boulder AWAS, in case you want it. Yeah. I'm not sure worried about it. If I can find it here, I used to could. 118.475.
Okay.
I didn't have it right.
Gene traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 10 east from the airfield. We'll be departing to the east at 5,000 feet. Gene traffic. Alright. Oh, listen on Boulder. And you said it was
118.475. Just if you want to hear what the winds are over there.
Yeah. But not yet.
Not a big deal. There's not. We're probably in between forecast or what we need. Yeah. Now, also where we are is, this is where Sky Combat flies out around that point of land over there.
Oh, okay.
So what you could do is go to 12315.
See if they're talking?
Yeah. And we'll just listen for a bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And see if we hear them talking. And if we do, fine. And if we don't,
fine.
Because they always end up giving, generally they end up giving a preliminary announcement on Boulder's frequency. Somebody does, and it goes back to 123.15 so they can talk to each other.
Which I'm glad they do that, because I hate when I come up to Gene.
Yeah.
And we're just chatting it up on the Gene traffic. It's like there are channels designated for you just to BS with your friends.
Yeah. 122.75 in case you can't remember anything else. Go there. Yeah, they're not there. Go ahead back to 122.7 and we can listen.
Boulder traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 8 west of the solar panels. Eastbound 5,000, Gene.
Yep. Yeah, this point off of our right wing where the mountain comes to a point is called the point.
Oh, okay. It makes sense.
Yeah, and they do a lot of their work over that. And then they use 95. They'll go either west of the point, east of the point, and east of 95.
Okay.
Back in this area if there's 3 of them up. And of course, when I'm chasing them in Waco,
38 is left cross, 2 to the left.
when I'm chasing them in Waco so that customers can see their boyfriends, girlfriends fighting, that's, we work that. And then because I have 2 radios, they've only got 1 per airplane.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep a listening watch up on Boulder traffic.
Makes sense. I feel like if I was a far more skilled pilot there, that's where I'd want to land. That little hilltop there.
There you go. And it would work.
Stuff like that just intrigues the heck out of me.
Yeah. And if you ever decide to really get into that, I can give you some names of people that actually specialize in teaching you how to get that done.
I found a cool place in Alaska. What was it called? They had a web page. They were actually on the History Channel's flying show.
Yeah.
Darn it, I can't remember the name of the place, but they have I think it's like a $2,000
Yeah.
3 or 4 day course where you actually go up there, you camp, they've got cabins.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the guys out of Talkeetna.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, those guys. Yeah, they do a good job. There's a guy out of Palmer that does a really good job. And you don't worry about camping. He will take you camping and that kind of stuff, but his course...
648 is Midfield left downwind, 27 left, 42 for 5.
You fly right out of Palmer, and he's got landing areas marked out on the Connect Glacier silt area, the Connect River banks and that kind of stuff, out in the sandbars.
That's pretty exciting.
So you get to go play with that. But yeah, there's a couple of those are the two guys I know up there that do that real well, and there's a lady in Idaho that does just a great job with that stuff.
Idaho would be fun too, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Though I am kind of looking for an excuse to go to Alaska.
Oh yeah. Come on up.
Maybe this summer I'll try and make that trip for the backcountry flying.
Oh yeah. Yep, cool stuff. Beautiful over here.
Boulder traffic, Canyon View 78 departing runway 27 left will be a left downwind departure, Boulder.
Boulder traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 3 west of the solar panels, heading eastbound at 5,000, Boulder.
Yeah, and the Boulder, the dry lake bed's not so dry.
No, it looks kind of moist right now.
Boulder traffic, Skydive 1, taxiing Delta Alpha to 27 left, Boulder.
Good, they're throwing out skydivers at Boulder also. That's what I ought to do. I ought to come over here and talk to them, see if they need any extra help at any time.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Tip the plane to the side. There you guys go. Out you go.
Oh, there we go. Roll it up. You guys go away. See ya. Now I'll be back on the ground before you.
Maybe we'll come back. We'll kind of come this way, come back around Dutchman's Pass, and head back into land.
Talk me into it.
I figure one of these other days we'll go to, have you ever been up to Overton?
No, it's been a while. We can go to Overton, yeah.
We'll do Overton. I love that flight.
7 left, 3
Yeah, feel free to get on the schedule and schedule extra time if you need to do that. And we'll go play.
Well, I know I've got like at least one, I think 2 with you next week.
Yeah, okay.
And then with the money in the account there, I think I got enough for to schedule one more.
Okay.
Trying to be kind of a cheapo, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
That's fine. Do what you need to do. Like I tell people, if you want to spend all the money in your life with me, that'll be fine, but you probably don't need to do that.
45, power line departure, Boulder.
Boulder traffic, Citabria 68505, approximately 2 miles northwest of the solar panels at 5,000 eastbound, Gene. Boulder.
Traffic,
Now, if you want to have fun, go ahead and descend to about 4,000 feet through here.
Okay. Are we going to kind of take between these two? Okay.
Yeah, and just go between these two hills. And we can go ahead and get ATIS probably from Henderson, 120775. And we'll just get off the Boulder and go back 12077.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Sure, 24, dew point 02, altimeter 3005. Visual approach and use runway 17. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Delta. What are the winds?
Henderson Executive Airport information Delta, time 1600 Zulu, wind 210 at Niner. The weather is better than 5005. Temperature 24.
210 at Niner.
Good. Now you can go to Henderson Tower, 125.1. And we can kind of listen to them as we're going. The Boulder guys probably won't bother us.
Alrighty.
And obviously you can preset ground 127.8. And when we get up here to Dutchman's Pass, we can call in that we're at Dutchman's Pass inbound with Delta, and they'll probably tell us to report a left downwind to 17, whatever.
Sounds good.
And 4,000 feet will get you through a gap in these hills over on our left. That'll let you do that. This is I come in and out this way all the time in Nawaco doing Hoover Dam tours.
Nice. Now are we between this big one and this one, or that little saddle there?
No, there's where the dirt road's going.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's actually Dutchman's Pass is where the dirt road's going.
Okay, I always get confused. I've only taken this way maybe twice.
Yeah, yeah. And what you'll see is this little hill that's just off your left at 1130.
Yep.
You get up here, you report, and you go just on the north side of that.
Okay.
And then you stay away from the, where all the antennas are that mark where the Class B hits the floor.
Yeah, Black Mountain there.
Yeah, that whole area. Which Which, of course, they call it Black Mountain, and I get tickled. There's 4 Black Mountains within 25 miles of here.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
Well, within 30 miles, I think. But anyway.
You got Black Mountain there, you got Red Mountain there.
Yeah, and of course, this Black Mountain's not indicated on any of the charts as Black Mountain.
No.
You just know it is. The other, there's a couple of them that show on the chart Black Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
So, okay, great.
The only reason that I know it is because I used to work on top of it, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
I used to work for a wireless internet company, so we used to have, I guess they still do, a bunch of equipment on top of it.
Yeah, yeah. Wireless internet, good stuff. I'm looking at replacing my laptop, although it's doing everything I need to do right now. I got it in January of 2002. It's a Dell Inspiron or whatever.
Okay.
But it still it won't go to the internet anymore, and I don't care. It doesn't recognize certain files that I'll bring from work because it's not modern enough to do it, and I don't care. But it does everything I need to do, and everything I do on it recognizes on other computers.
That's good then.
So, it's Excel, what it is.
Yeah.
So But I just get tickled at the poor old thing. I can get twice as much, 4 times as much, 10 times as much capability for about a third of what I paid for that thing.
Yeah,
Or a fourth.
the cost of computers has gone down significantly in the past 3 years.
Oh, the cost of memory is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
32 and 64 gig memory sticks.
For nothing.
For nothing, hardly. Memory's cheap as heck now. That used to be the big deal.
Yep, that's true.
Amazing stuff.
This is where I get a little mixed up. I feel like I'm going east. I know I'm going north.
Yeah,
the compass says north, but I really feel like I'm going east here.
Yeah, I understand.
So we're just going to kind of take a left or head west once we get in front of this mountain here and just kind of hug that along the way.
Yeah, and you'll call in when you get up there that you're at Dutchman's Pass inbound with Delta.
All right.
And they'll know where you are, and they'll see it all happening. He's probably got us on his radar right now, doing his stuff. One of our customers, Jim Duty, has some of these antennas over here to our left.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure I think those are just com sites, what he's got.
They're all different things. They're all leased by Black Mountain themselves. So you got got a lot of ham guys are up there. The two-way radio guys are up there. Channel 3 has got a station up there. There's a couple different wireless internet providers up there.
Yeah, I forget which towers is. He's got a couple of them up there, I think, that he has to take care of. He's got them all over the place. Yeah. He's all the time up and down on top of mountains. Sometimes he'll rent an airplane with me in it. He says, we need to go see this and this and this. I need to go fly by. I told the guys I'm going to fly by. Okay,
all right.
Let's go fly by. Go do that. He says, the reason I want you is so that, 1, you make sure that I'm where I think I am, and 2, you can fly the airplane while I'm taking a picture. Okay.
Twisted my leg, I guess.
I can do that. That's no problem. Yeah, Jeff Duty. Good guy. Yeah, and what you do is, when we turn left, we're going to go through this little gap where you see the road kind of running to your left.
Yeah, the road kind of turns left here.
Yeah, and then if you look at the other range, there's a couple of little gaps you can choose to go through.
Makes sense.
Belgium 196 Charlie Henderson Tower, air left downwind, runway 17 right, clear to land.
Air left downwind for 17 right, clear to land, 196 Charlie.
Alright, very cool. I like it.
Oh, I miss flying.
Yeah, it gets addictive. You get hooked on it. It's legal. That's fortunate. Otherwise, I'd be a crook.
Such a good time.
You also don't realize how fast you're going till you see your shadow here on our left going along the ground.
Oh yeah. Scooting right along.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you tell them you're at Dutchman's Pass and start turning left, you'll be good.
Alrighty. And this tower is Citabria 68505. Currently at Dutchman's Pass, inbound for landing, full stop with Delta.
Yeah, go ahead and start turning.
Citabria 68505, Henderson Tower, enter left base for runway 17 right, report 2 mile left base.
Left base for 17 right, report 2 mile left base, 68505.
Good, now you can kind of see to your left, there's a dirt road running through the hills.
Let's see here.
Yep.
Like straight through there?
Yep. Go there.
Okay.
And just stay about 4,000-ish, and that'll get you through there, and then you can start descending.
Okay. Right through here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds good.
If you can get through this little gap here, and you'll see the airport, and figure out where the left base is, and have fun, do your thing. It ain't hard. Like I tell people, couldn't be too tough. I couldn't do it. This will get you pointed basically right at the end of the runway, and so you can kind of make it a ease out to your left base, do what you need to do.
Now we had gear on that mountain there, that ridge there.
Yeah, and that's what marks the Class B. The Class B 4 hits the ground right there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So as long as you're on this side of it, mountains are on your north as you're coming out. The antennas are on your north coming in. You're golden.
Oh, okay. I must have gotten awfully close one time.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at where you are here, notice you're pointed basically at the end of 17. That's why I use this arrival back from Hoover Dam and Waco.
Makes sense.
And although I got 2 GPSs, I got a 430 and a 530 in that thing. This makes it easy.
That kind of blows my mind. I love seeing stuff like that. Older style airplanes, even though it's a brand new airplane.
Yeah.
Older style airplanes with glass cockpit.
You look at that and go, you got to be kidding me.
All right, so we'll kind of fade to the right here a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. You know, you kind of point it to. You can see where the runway is, and now you can just kind of start heading towards that right base.
Now, with a wheel landing to a full stop, I slowly continue to push the stick forward until the tail falls on its own, and then pull it back.
Yep. All you're doing is putting it on the ground in that wheel landing attitude, and then you're maintaining that attitude as you're getting to idle. And then as you slow down, you let the tail come down, and then you literally stick full out, pin the tail to the ground.
Alrighty.
Pretty straight ahead.
Wow, this is going to be a nice development if it ever gets developed.
Oh yeah, this guy with all of his stuff.
Holy cows.
They're going to be expensive.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you could put this thing down right about there.
Oh yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff you had to.
I've got to get my own plane so I can try and convince you to land at places for me.
Delta 6 Charlie, turn right at the end, taxi depart via Alpha and Foxtrot, monitor ground, have a good day.
Alpha Foxtrot to parking and we'll monitor ground 496.
Since I'm thinking about it, fuel pump on.
Job. 4-lane checks complete.
Alright, 3500, we'll keep coming down because we're going to come in on base, not downwind.
There you go. And literally right about here, I'll call this good enough for a base on this most days, coming from this direction, because it keeps you nice and tight.
Yeah, seems about right.
Good view of Las Vegas.
There are some perks living here, I suppose.
I guess. Summertime in July and August is not a perk, but other than that, not bad. That's why, you know, I like the Carson City Reno area because it's 15 degrees cooler.
True. But I tell you what, night flights in September, October,
Beautiful.
oh, it's terrifying unless you have a G1000
Oh yeah.
or something with terrain.
There you go. Oh my God. But you do have to pay attention. Both the places I do most of my flying.
Henderson Tower, Cherokee 7745, Whiskey holding 717 right, ready for departure.
Cherokee 7745 Whiskey, Henderson Tower, caution by terminal Gulfstream, just landed, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 17 right, be careful with the going. 45 Whiskey.
I guess we can tell him we're on base.
Yeah, we're about there. Henderson Tower, Citabria 68505, 2-mile left base for 17 right.
Citabria 505 traffic at Cherokee, department priority arrival and caution by terminal Gulfstream, just landed, runway 17 right, clear to land.
17 right, clear to land. I will keep an eye out for the Cherokee and caution by turbulence. 68505.
Alright, I got Cherokee. He's just rolling up on the numbers now.
I'll keep my eye out for everybody else.
Yeah, make sure somebody doesn't sneak out of the Bravo on us on a straight in with a calm out emergency, which is not impossible to have happened.
True. the plane just before it gets a little warm.
There you go.
A way to do it.
Perfect timing. I can't believe we're the only customer he's got right now.
Yeah, pretty quiet.
Amazing.
For a Friday even.
Cherokee 45 Whiskey, contact Las Vegas departure. Have a good day.
Contact departure, 45 Whiskey.
This is a better height to be at for a wheel, I think.
There you go.
Pull back throttle, come in a little deeper. A little bit of a right crosswind.
Yeah, just
Sit there on me.
there you go. Now just hold that wheel on.
Kind of wait here.
There you are.
Pull back throttle. Being careful. Tail wheel down.
Yeah, just pin it down.
All the
That
way
little
back.
shimmy, you let the weight off of it.
Little bit. I'll play with it.
There you
I
are.
see. Okay. Excellent.
Now I'll tell you why it shimmied, because when you were landing you had your cross controls in, and so the wheel was cocked just a little bit. That's what caused it to start shimming.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I got you up off.
He got on. We're good to go on Alpha.
Yeah.
And you've already got the fuel pump off, so that's the after landing checklist.
Yeah.
We'll switch over to ground.
Yeah, not yet.
But yet.
Good, he's not going to talk to us. Okay.
Henderson ground, Citabria 68505, clear 17 right at Echo, request taxi to the Ace Combat Hangars.
Citabria 68505, Henderson ground, straight ahead to you.
Straight ahead, 68505.
Good job, good job.
Thank you, sir. It's a good lesson. I'm happy today. I wasn't as far off.
You did fine. Yeah. You can tell. You didn't have to do a lot. All I did was give little technique hints.
Which is good.
Yeah. What you're after. Yeah, the tail wheel